Today in math, we're going to be looking at something we've already been talking about, but today's big focus is on fact families. And here in the See and Show, it tells us that a fact family is a set of related facts using the same three numbers. The numbers in this fact family are 12, 9, and 3. And those are the only three numbers that are used there. Now, things that help me to understand this is with fact family. I think of the word family, and I think of the word related. Your family are people who are related to you. So these are numbers that are related in a fact family. And like this is a house, and these are the members in the house. And in this bedroom, the oldest one lives there, and then the other two who add up to that are down here. Okay, so you always think of the larger number being on top here. Well, you have to kind of think of where the largest number is in a fact family. Right here we do the 9 plus 3, and that's those two at the bottom here. They equal to the 12. And then if I went backwards and said 3 first and then 9, 3 plus 9, it still equals to 12. Now, when you're doing subtraction, notice that the larger number is always going to be the first one in a subtraction sentence. And when you have an addition sentence, the larger number is always the sum. If you can remember that, you'll always know where the numbers need to go. So in addition sentences, the sum is always going to be the larger number of the three. Then when you're doing subtraction sentence, the number that you begin with is always going to be the largest number. So right here we have 12 minus 9 equals 3. 12 minus 9 equals 3. Then we go this way and go 12 minus 3 equals 9. 12 minus 3 equals 9. Let's look at the helpful hint. Use related facts to complete fact families. Okay. So right here we have some that we're going to do. It says complete each fact family. We have 16, the highest valued number there, and 7 and 9. So if I do 9 plus 7, I look up here, that's the 2 down here, that's going to equal, remember use those same three numbers, it's going to equal to that 16 that's up there at the top. Oh, that's kind of small line. Let me make the line be a little bit bigger. Okay, now we're going to go 7 plus 9. 7 plus 9, and just reverse those around, and it's still going to equal that top number of 16, the biggest number. Now we're going to do subtraction. We start with the biggest number of the three, 16 minus 9, 16 minus 9, and you look and what's left? The 7. And then if we go the other direction, 16 minus 7, it's got to equal the 9 that we have not used yet. So notice the 16, the largest number of the three, is the sum in the addition sentences, and it's the number that you begin with in the subtraction sentences. Okay, let's look here. We have 17, 9, and 8. So here we have 9 plus 8. 9 plus 8 equals the largest number of those three, 17. Ooh, they're trying to trick us here now. Here they have the other addition sentence and nothing there. So if we just did 9 plus 8 again, we're repeating it. So this time we're going to go backwards and do 8 plus 9. Because we know that the sum is always going to be that largest number of all three, which is 17 in this one. So now we're going to do subtraction. 17 minus 9. So let's come up here and do 17 minus 9 equals 8 that's left over there. And then they've kind of given us just the subtraction blanks. And we know we always begin with which of these three numbers? The largest one. And so 17 is still the largest number. So here we started out with 9. So this time we're going to, instead of subtracting 9, we're going to subtract the 8. And the answer is going to be the 9. Okay. We don't have any other numbers. It's those same three numbers, just moved around, but they have to make sense to be a correct addition or subtraction sentence. You can't just plug them in anywhere. You can't say 17 plus 8 equals 9. That's not correct. So they have to be in the correct placement for an addition sentence and the correct placement for a subtraction sentence for it to be true. So what are the related facts in the fact family 9, 9, 18? Explain. Well, let's do the addition sentences first. Which one of these are the largest number? It's 18, isn't it? So we would be adding that first 9 plus that second 9 to equal 18. What would be the other addition sentence? It would be adding this number first plus this number second to equal 18. But since they're the same number, that's all we have in that, isn't it? You could write it again, but you don't have to. It would be 9 plus 9 again. But this time, it would be that 9 in front and this 9 in second. Because you're supposed to have 2 addition and 2 subtraction facts. So now I'm going to come down here and do the subtraction. So with subtraction, I always start with the largest number. So of these three, which one's the largest? It's 18. So I'll do 18 minus, and then I'm going to do that first 9, and that equals 2, and second 9. And the second subtraction sentence would be, again, I still start with 18. Sorry, my writing's not the best in the world. And now I subtract it, that other 9, just flip them over, and this first 9 would be the answer on this one. Okay? So really, it's just the same kind of addition sentence and the same kind of subtraction sentence when you have a doubles fact. So doubles fact, all of them look the same. Okay? So let's take a look at page 83. This is on my own. A helpful hint is each fact is a fact family. Use the same 3 numbers. Always remember that, same 3 numbers. So here we have one for this one, and it's very similar to what we were doing on the other page, except you have to fill them all in. Remember where the largest number goes in an addition sentence and where the largest number of the 3 go in a subtraction sentence, and it should help you. If you put one of the numbers here, you can't put it again here unless it's a doubles fact, because it will be the same number. But it looks like none of these are doubles facts. We just got 4 fact families on this page to do. Let's take a look at problem solving. Remember on problem solving to underline your key information and circle what you need to find out. If you don't do this, it's coming back to you to make corrections. So please do that the first time and make sure you've got it all done. And show your work. If you don't show how you solve it, then it'll come back to you. And always remember to put your answer with the label. We're going to look for those 3 things. 1, that you do the underlining and the circling. 2, you show how you solve it. 3, you put the answer where the label goes. Now let's take a look at the hot problem. Hot problem. It says make a fact family. Use at least 1 2-digit number. So we need to talk about a 2-digit number. So you're going to make a fact family on your own. And so you want to use, what I would do is over in this area right here, I'd write my 3 numbers. Like, write the number, first number, comma, the second number, comma, and the third number. That they have to make sense to make addition and subtraction sentences. But one of them has to be a 2-digit number. Well, what is a 2-digit number? Well, let's take a look right here. Here's the number 9. It's just got 1 digit. It only takes 1 thing to write to make that number. But let's look here at number 11. 11, you have to actually write 2 digits to make that number. That's the difference between a 1-digit and a 2-digit number. How many numerals or how many things you need to draw to represent that number. So one of these has to be a 2-digit number. So like if you did 2 plus 3 equals 5, that would not work because all these only have one digit in it. So you have to have, probably if you want to think about it, your sum or your larger number has to be a 2-digit number, and then you'll be all right. Okay? Now, I've had kids in the past that wanted to do 2-digit number, 2-digit number, 2-digit number. Could they do that? Yes, if you've got the correct fact families for those. You could do that. It says just at least one of them. If you want all of them to be 2-digit, you sure can. All right? So, I am going to jump over to your page and the seesaw assignment. So you followed along with this video, and I've just went over about page 83 and 84. Then you take a picture of your work and put it on this page. Also, on Brain Pop, if you'll go to Clever, I'll show you that in a second, you have an assigned Brain Pop video called Addition and Subtraction Fact Families. Excuse me, got a tickle in my throat. You need to watch the video and then take the quiz. That's part of your work with this. So let me see if I can go to Clever real quick. I hope this is sharing with you. So you go to Clever, go to Brain Pop Junior, and mine will look a little bit different from you, but you should have assignments, and you click on this, and it'll take you to the video. This is just showing where I've got it assigned for my class. It's different for teachers and students, but you'll need to do that, and we can cut, like just like what you're seeing, what I was seeing just a minute ago. I can look on anybody's name and see if you've watched the video and done the quiz. So that is your assignment for today. Page 83 and 84, Fact Families. And that's something that's kind of like a review for you, I think. And then the video, and do a little quiz on it. All right. If you have any questions, please let your teacher know. We're here for you. Have a great Monday afternoon, I guess, or morning, whenever you're working on this. Have a good one, whenever it is. Bye-bye.